Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Another video coming up. This one's a big one. Going out west, hitting a lot of really big named national parks. We can't wait to show you everything there is to see. That is right, everybody. We've landed in Las Vegas. We have 7 days to check out Grand Canyon National Park, Arches, Canyonlands, Bryce, and Zion National Parks as well, and all points in between that we can get to. It's going to be a fun 7 days. Alright, everybody, we went and walked around down on the strip a little bit, checked out a few of the casinos just to say we did it, had a little dinner. It's time to get a good night's rest because we are definitely jet lagged and tired. Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day. I don't know if we're going to sleep good tonight or not, but we're going to be heading to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We lucked up and got a reservation at a cabin at the lodge there. Very excited for that. We'll be there tomorrow evening into Wednesday morning. Then we'll be heading up into Utah. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. We got some breakfast in us. It's time to head to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We may stop at a few places along the way if we see anything cool. We got about 4 hours and 40 minutes somewhere in there to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We're still cruising along. We just got out and stretched our legs, had an overlook a little bit. About another hour to the Grand Canyon. walking the Bright Angel Point Trail, just a short little trail, less than a mile, right at the visitor center. Then we will check into our cabin and probably do a little more hiking this evening, eat dinner at the lodge, and hopefully catch a great Grand Canyon sunset. We just got checked into our cabin, number 35. This is one of the Pioneer cabins. Little table, coffee maker, double bed, twin bed, and a full bathroom. These are all the little cabins here at the North Rim Lodge. Just all over the place. There's also a little motel as well. And there's a restaurant, a bar, and a little deli. I wouldn't recommend going to check in right at 4 o'clock because we waited in line for like 30 minutes. And if you want to eat at the actual dining room, plan very well in advance because we were not able to get in there. This is the main lodge complex, gift shop, saloon, check-in, restaurant, deli, and restrooms right here. We are waiting to hopefully catch some of the sunset here. Then we're going to go see if we can sneak in to the lodge dining room. They said they might be able to get us in 7 or 7:30. Sunset's at 6:11. See if we can get in there. Good morning, folks. We had a great night. Beautiful sunset. Carrie got a few night sky photos. Good night's rest. Walking over to see if we can catch the sunrise now. As much as we'd love to stay, there's a whole lot more to see. So for now, so long Grand Canyon. Hopefully we can come back and see you again in a little more detail next time. We are slowly making our way to Monument Valley. That's our first stop of the day. Then we'll try and hit Valley of the Gods and then on to the area of Arches and Canyonlands National Park. still getting to see some of it. A lot of great views on this way. We're heading to Moab right now. We did finally make it to Moab, and while we didn't get to see Monument Valley, we also didn't get to see Valley of the Gods. They were repaving that area and you weren't able to get in it at the time, so that kind of stunk. But we did get to see the Forrest Gump Hill. That was pretty cool. And we got here, had a nice dinner downtown, and tomorrow will be Arches National Park. We'll see you in the morning. We were going to Arches National Park this morning, but found out they have a timed ticketed entry system from March through October. So we were lucky enough to get a time slot for 1 o'clock. But until then, we're gonna go check out Canyonlands National Park. We're on our way there now. We are here at Canyonlands National Park. We're walking the Mesa Arch Trail, 0.6 mile loop, so not really big. Although this is a lot less popular than Arches, it's still really busy and parking's already at a premium this morning. Alright, now we are hiking to the White Rim Overlook. Kind of hard to tell. Looks like it might be 0.8 one way, or it might be 0.8 round trip. We'll find out. Either way, not bad. This whole trip's been so crazy so far. Everywhere we've been, not only does it not feel like we're in the same country anymore, it feels like we're not on the same planet at times. It's just mind-boggling. in Arches National Park. We got here just a few minutes before our time slot started, but no problems getting in. Went to the visitor center. Now we're walking the Park Avenue Trail. It's a mile long from one overlook to another. We're just going to walk a little bit of it, get some great views down here in this canyon. Then we're going to go hit up some arches. Everybody, that was a great day. 2 more national parks off the list, big ones. Carrie tracked around 27,000 steps, somewhere around 8 miles, maybe even a little more of hiking and walking around. Tomorrow we're going to start making our way towards Bryce Canyon and Zion. Alright everybody, Moab, Utah is really cool. Lots of restaurants, craft beer in the area, surrounded by national parks, and lots of off-roading trails if you're into that. For now, we're out on to Bryce Canyon. Lots of pull-offs and cool stuff to see just on the side of I-70 here, and our first time getting to legally go 80 miles an hour. Pretty cool. All right, bonus park, Capitol Reef National Park. It was only about 50 miles out of the way, so let's check it out. Guys, this is crazy. In a matter of 20 miles, we went from large, open, fertile mountain valleys to this desert-like environment again with this deep gorge. Although this is our bonus park, we're really glad we came this way. We're going to spend a few more minutes here, drive back out, probably stop at a few overlooks, and start heading our way to Bryce Canyon. But definitely check out Capitol Reef National Park if you're in the area. It's honor box, it seems like, so if you have your national park pass with you, looks like you're good to go. Besides that, you'll have to pay a fee to come in on this scenic drive here. It's paved for about 8 miles and then has all these little side dirt roads to explore as well. Cool things about Capitol Reef National Park here is at one point, as you can see behind me, there were a bunch of orchards down in here and a little thriving community which supported all these orchards. So out in the middle of this desert is just this little oasis. Pretty cool. There's a museum and gift shop down here. There's also a campground in this area, and I even saw a spot where some of the orchards are doing a U-pick, which is pretty neat. We are driving through the Dixie National Forest. Absolutely beautiful. Climbing up above 9,000 feet, definitely the highest we've ever been on land anyway. And lots of aspens showing off their beauty. Alright everybody, we are here at Bryce Canyon National Park. We're getting an early start. It was about 33 degrees this morning. We got some breakfast in us. Time to go do some hiking. First we are hiking the Queen's Garden Trail and Navajo Loop. This will be about 3 miles, a little over, straight down on the Queen's Garden Trail, and then straight back up about 700 feet of gain on the Navajo Loop. It's going to be a beautiful morning. All these tall formations here are called hoodoos, formed by rain and ice. Dropping down into the Queen's Garden. So this is the Queen Victoria hoodoo, way up here. You gotta kind of imagine like a, never mind. Climbing back up out of the canyon on the Two Bridges side of the Navajo Loop. About 700 feet of gain in a little over a half mile. We are now climbing the famous switchbacks here on the Navajo Loop here at Bryce Canyon. Get you a video and picture from the top. If you've ever seen anything about Bryce Canyon, you've seen this photo. After you pass through the switchbacks, you're not done yet. Gotta go all the way up there. We are walking the Rim Trail, at least to Inspiration Point, maybe Bryce Point. Could be an additional 2 miles. So here you can use the shuttle to your advantage. They have a shuttle all around the park. So if parking's full, you can also use that from outside the park. Alright, so we're back at the truck. We're going to go do some driving through the park, see a few sights, and then we're going to go try and get a parking spot at the Mossy Cave parking area, and we'll show you that when we get there. After waiting in line for a parking spot for a few minutes, we were walking to the highest point here in the park. It'll be a little shy of 10,000 feet. Another high point for us on this trip. Are doing our last hike of the day here at Bryce Canyon National Park. This is Mossy Cave. Under a mile goes to a cave as well as a seasonal waterfall. It's pretty dry. We'll see if it's flowing. Lots of people not obeying park signage and being where they're not supposed to be at. If you come hike the Mossy Cave Trail, there's a main parking area with a pit toilet, but then about 1,000 feet past it, coming from Bryce Canyon National Park, the main entrance, is a overflow parking area, just a little short walk to the main trailhead. This is our little cabin we got in Hatch, Utah. Mountain Ridge Cabins and Lodging. Got a king bed, a couple of places to sit, pretty nice bathroom, and very close to Bryce Canyon. And the outside of our little cabin, parked right here, and that's our view there. We're gonna call it an early day and go find some dinner and get ready for a big day tomorrow at Zion. Well, Zion National Park was pretty much a complete total flop just because of the parking situation. We couldn't even find parking to use the shuttle service without paying $30–40 to park outside of the park itself. So we are slowly making our way back to Vegas, and we're here at the Warner Valley dinosaur tracks on some Bureau of Land Management land. Gonna check them out, take some back roads, and slowly make our way back to Vegas for our flight this evening. Pretty cool to see a footprint from 195 million years ago. This site was originally discovered in 1982. They thought there were around 100 footprints. They reevaluated the site in 2010. They now believe there's around 400 footprints, although they're covered up by a good bit of sand right now. This is pretty far out here, so if you're planning on coming out here, bring plenty of water, everything you might need. A lot of pretty cool backcountry driving if you have a 4x4. A lot of areas to check out, little side roads to go down. We've been cruising some back roads here in this Beaver Dam Wash conservation area. This is more Bureau Land Management area. This specific area is Mojave Desert and Joshua Tree recreation area. There's a little climbing here, some trails. We've just been riding the roads though. Very beautiful area. Nobody out here. Plenty of parking, plenty of space to spread out. We didn't do so good at the casinos, so we're playing a few more games before we leave to see if we can make our money back. Hey everybody, we are back in North Carolina from our trip. We had a late night. We left out about 12:30 Monday morning from the airport in Las Vegas and arrived at 7:30 a.m. in Atlanta. Great flight, didn't get much sleep though. Spent most of yesterday catching up on our sleep. And then today, one more day before I have to go back to work. We're out exploring some places in North Carolina, enjoying all the great weather and all that fall has to offer here in western North Carolina. We really enjoyed our trip. Every bit of it was great and beautiful. Even the day at Zion that kind of got messed up, we still made the best out of it. Carrie said her favorite part of the entire trip was just riding all the back roads and seeing some of the lesser known things in the states that we visited. I really enjoyed Canyonlands the most, I think, and I'd like to go back and see a lot more of it. Maybe camp there, do some backpacking. Just seemed like there was a whole lot there, not as many people, and quite a variety of habitat and things to see. We hope you enjoyed the trip, and enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up on it if you liked it. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and also feel free to follow along with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more content, and we'll see you next time.